Hello, my name's Shell. Welcome back to my channel if you've followed me before, or a warm welcome if this is the first time watching because you're interested in the BeeWeighed plan. I haven't done a video on my channel for about 2.5 years. I'd love to know how everybody else has got on in the meantime, what you've been trying, what you've been doing. Have you had successes? I've been watching other people doing different plans on YouTube. I've watched some do I don't know what you call it now, the modern version of the Cambridge plan. I've watched some people doing another plan that's down in South Wales, and lots of other different plans. It's been interesting to watch. So I thought I would do a video on the new plan that I'm starting, the BeeWeighed plan. Just as a bit of background, I've been on a diet since about 1990, I think I first started, and I've been on a diet ever since. I started this channel probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and I've done various plans on it, some with more success than others. I think at my heaviest weight when I started just before lockdown was 13 stone 8, and my lowest weight was, I think it was about 9 stone 9. The last time I did a video was May 2022, and on that video I was doing intermittent fasting, and I think I got down to 9 stone 9. I've put on a bit since then. I've got lots of things to say. I want to talk about the plans that I've done within those 2.5 years, a couple of which were very expensive and very disastrous, but I don't really want to go into it all now in the one video because I tried doing that before and I found I was rambling on for ages and the video was just too cluttered. I only want to talk about 2 things today really, and that is the BeeWeighed plan, and to demonstrate for any other blind people that might be watching my new scales, which are called Lepulse. The old scales that I used to weigh in every week that you could hear the talking scales broke. So I've progressed and got Bluetooth scales now that are Bluetooth to my phone. So I wanted to demonstrate those just in case any other blind person was looking for a pair of scales and I could show you how they work. But first of all, the BeeWeighed plan. I heard about the plan from somebody, looked it up on Google, I found the website, and it is really based in the northwest of England, physically. I think the lady's from Manchester. The lady's called Linda Ledbetter, who runs the whole thing. It's her program. I wanted to say to her, "Are you any relation to Margot?" But I thought, I bet she's heard that 57 million times, so I didn't. But anyway, Linda Ledbetter is the lady that runs it, and she's very nice. I went to the website, and it said there, oh, you get assigned like a consultant, and you have to send in a picture of your scales every week. So I thought, well, I can't do that. I'm not really good at taking a picture. So I thought I'd just contact the site and see if I could do it by audio, if I could record my weight on my scales and send it in. I was sitting there having my breakfast, and it was about 6:45 in the morning because I am an early riser, and this was Thursday morning just gone. I thought if I text in now, perhaps by the weekend I might get an answer. And by the time I finished texting, it was about 5 to 7, she answered straight away, and by 7 o'clock we were texting backwards and forwards, and by 7:30 I was all set up to do the plan. I'd already joined, I'd sent in all my details, she'd sent me back my allowances. The whole thing was set up by 7:30 in the morning, and that was with the lady that actually runs the whole thing, which I was very impressed with. So I'll tell you about the plan, and I will be doing videos to show you how it's going and what it involves. I'm not really bothered about doing what I ate in a day videos and all this other stuff, which is why I've not done any of the videos recently, because I've been back to Slimming World and there's so many people doing all the what I ate in a day and the shopping hauls and all this. I just couldn't be interested in doing it. But with this, when I went to look on YouTube to see what the BeeWeighed plan was all about, I couldn't find anything apart from one bloke who joined the physical groups. I found his videos, but there was nothing else, and I thought, well, you know, if anybody else looks, perhaps they can see my videos, find out what the plan's all about, and see if it was successful. I'm starting today. I went to my class, first class yesterday. There are physical classes you can go to that are all around the northwest, in Manchester and Cheshire mostly, but there's not one near enough for me to get to. So I decided to join the Zoom meeting side of the programme. There are 5 Zoom meetings a week you can attend, one on Tuesday, one Thursday morning, Thursday evening, Saturday and Sunday. So when you join, you get assigned, well, you don't get assigned, you say which of those groups you want to join. I'm joining Thursday evening, so that will be my class now. And the people that I met last night when I went to the first class will be my tribe, as it were. And they were very nice. The lady that runs the Thursday night class is called Janet, and she was lovely. She was very bubbly and upbeat, and everyone in the class was very, well, they were nice and eager to lose weight, and it was all very very encouraging. So that's the class side of things. So when you join, you get given your class, and also to do with your class you get an online WhatsApp group which is personal to you and your group, so that you can keep in touch with everybody throughout the week, recipes, how you're getting on, all that kind of thing. You can chat on the WhatsApp group. There's a Facebook group which I haven't got into yet, I'm not quite sure how that works, and there's also a private area of the website which I believe has things like videos of the Zoom meetings if you miss them. I think it's got recipes and all that kind of thing, which again I haven't investigated yet. The plan itself is £3.50 a week, which is very reasonable, I thought. It's only half the price of some of the other ones. If you join, you set up a standing order for £35 every 10 weeks, or you can set up a standing order for £80 every 6 months, which means it's about just over £3 a week. And once you've got your assigned leader or consultant or whatever you want to call them, you pick your weigh day. I've picked Tuesday, and you send your consultant your weight every Tuesday. I'm going to be doing it by recording my scales in audio, but you can take a picture, you can take a video, anything you want to do, and once a week you send that in, and then you pick your group. Your group doesn't have to be on the same day as your weigh-in. My group's on a Thursday, the weigh-in's on a Tuesday. And then I got the plan, so once I'd sent in all my details to Linda, I got all my allowances. It's similar to Slimming World and Weight Watchers in that you get free vegetables. All your non-starchy vegetables are free, they're free food. Also there are 2 pieces of fruit a day, which you don't have to count in with the calories, so 2 pieces of fruit, all your vegetables. And then your calorie allowance for me, although Linda will work it out for you when you join, I'm only 4'11" and I'm quite small framed, so my calorie allowance is 1100 calories a day. Plus, for me, it's different for other people, for me it was 700 calories, which are called your buffers. And they are, I think it's a bit more like Weight Watchers used to do this, I don't know if they do it anymore. They're to spend, well, throughout the week or in one go. They're like a treat. So you've got your 1100 calories a day, the 700, your buffers, you could spend on one treat. You could go out for one big slap up meal, or you could spend 100 a day, or as you like, or not spend them. So it's not a very restrictive plan. When you work out your free vegetables, your 2 pieces of fruit, your calories a day and your buffers, for me it was about 1400 calories a day it would work out at, which I think is a good amount of calories to lose weight but not be too restrictive. I don't think there's much else to say about the plan apart from I found everybody there so helpful. They bent over backwards to accommodate me. Everything I've asked them, every time I've texted them, they've texted straight back within minutes. They've asked what they can do, how they can send me the plan, how they can help. I can get in touch any time, ring any time of the day. They've been really, really helpful, so I'm encouraged. That's basically what the plan's about. as I said, I haven't seen anything else about it on YouTube really, apart from official things and that one bloke that joined. So I thought I would come on and just document it, just in case anybody else is looking, thinking of doing it and wondering what it's all about. So that's the plan. I'll come on next week and document how I'm getting on. The second thing I wanted to do in this video is to demonstrate the Lepulse scales, particularly for anybody else that can't see, and also to incorporate my weigh-in for this week. So these are the Lepulse scales. They're generally about the same size as you would think of normal bathroom scales. They're quite thin. They do tuck away nicely. They're Bluetooth to the phone. So this is my phone. Is
unlocked.
You will hear it talk obviously because it's got the facility on for blind people. My phone is a Pixel 4a.
Screen off.
So the first thing you need to do is to start up
device unlocked.
the app.
Friday. Samsung Health. Home Dropbox. Fit days. Double tap to activate. Double
So
tap
start up the Fit Days app,
Swipe
which
up or
is
swipe down and double tap to activate. Fit days. Fit days. Shell. Page 1 of 1. Double tap to activate.
which is on the App Store. So that was nice and easy to download. The other thing is you have to take your socks off. Excuse me. You have to take your socks off to get on these scales because they do measure things like water content, all sorts of other things which it can't measure if you've got your socks on. So just hold your nose, guys. Just take my socks off. So I've pressed the button on the scales to start them up, and now stand on the scales. There's a lump in the middle, a button, I don't know what you call it, in the middle of the scales which you can feel, so that you can easily get your feet on either side. So that makes you get it in the right position on the plates. So there's no issue about getting in the right part of the scales. Once you stand on them, I believe if you look down, you can see what weight you are, but you need to stay on them for about 30 seconds or a bit longer for them to do all the other calculations. So I'm standing on mine now, and I've been standing on them for about 20 seconds now.
Page 501, 1000.
And that then tells you on the phone that it's calculated now everything that it needs to. So you do get an indication, an audible indication that it's time to get off the scales. So going to the app.
0%. Slots 4. Message. Shell comparison 1434 October
Okay.
page 0 1.9 street selected map page 0 1.9 street LB
Sometimes I have to turn back off and
screen
back on
off
again.
1526 unlocked device unlocked fit days
Okay, so
0% initial 10 4 message ship comparison 1434 October rating page 0 1.9 street LB
okay,
ship
going
details
down.
heart rate 66 BPM
Heart rate 66
double tap to activate
BPM beats per
cardiac
minute.
index 2.9 alpha
Cardiac
double tap to
index
activate.
2.9. I don't know what that is, cardiac index. I have absolutely no idea.
weight 10 8.3 street LB
Weight
double tap to activate card
10.8,
weight 10 8.3 street LB double tap to
8.3,
activate
which I don't think is actually quite accurate. Now looking at it, I'm not sure it's because I've got it on this board, on the carpet. I don't think it's given a very accurate result, so I might have to get a harder board because it's only got a very thin board. It says 10 8.3 when I know actually that I'm 10 point something. So I don't actually think that's the scale's fault because when I have them on the bathroom floor they're accurate every time. So I think what I'm going to have to do is get a hard board. It must be too spongy this because it's only like a cardboard thing. So we'll ignore that for now, but my weight is actually 10 something. So I'm a stone heavier than I was when I last did my video 2.5 years ago. But it tells you all sorts of other things.
weight BMI 29.9
BMI
Double tap to activate.
29.9.
body fat 41.5% double tap to activate
Yeah, 41% body fat.
out of list support double tap collapse data show double tap to activate muscle rate 54.4%
Muscle
show
rate.
item 6 of fat free body weight 6 2.6 street LB
Fat-free body weight.
subcutaneous fat 29.6%
Subcutaneous fat.
visceral fat 10.0
Visceral
double tap
fat
to activate.
10.0.
body water 46.6%
Water.
double skeletal muscle 30.8%
Skeletal
double tap to
muscle.
activate muscle mass 510 7th LB
Muscle mass.
double tap to activate muscle mass 510 bone mass 0 6.0 street LB
Bone
double
mass.
protein 7.8% double tap to
Protein.
activate BMR 1164 kcal double
BMR.
tap to act body age 68
Body
Double
age
tap to activate.
68. So it thinks I'm 68. I'm only 57. It's a bit disappointing.
Close up. Out of
And
list.
that's it.
Double tap to activate.
So they're all the things that it gives
Screen
you,
off.
which I find quite interesting, although I don't know what some of those things are or what they mean. But it is very interesting. I should look it up. But I say I don't think they're quite accurate today on this cardboard. That's a bit of a mistake. So next week I'll get a harder board and then we'll get an accurate reading, and from there we'll go on. But I'm pretty sure I'm at least 10 and a half, 10.5 I think. So that's all I've got to say for this week. I hope you follow on, and I hope it's given you an interest or just an idea of what the BeeWeighed plan is about. It's nice sometimes just to do a different plan with a different setup. I find it just gives you a bit of enthusiasm. When I'm going back to a plan I've done umpteen times before, it's not very exciting, is it? It's not very, I don't know, really, it's not very inspirational to do this new plan with new people, and it's all exciting and new, and I'm hoping that I can really get to grips with it and meet these people, because it's a small group. You get to know, well, I presume I'm going to get to know the people that I'm losing weight with in my little group quite intimately over the weeks, and I'll let you know how I get on, and I'd love to know how you got on, and I'll tell you in future videos about the things I've tried in between and the things that did and didn't work, and also other news that I have to tell you about things that have happened during that time. But for now, I'll say goodbye. I look forward to hearing in the comments, please, how everyone's got on, how you're doing, how you've progressed, and I shall see you next week. So take care for now. Bye.